Jack Mezirow was born in 1923 in North Dakota, Fargo. He earned his bachelor's and master's degree in social sciences from the University of Minnesota and a doctorate in adult education from the University of California at Los Angeles. He worked as a consultant in adult literacy and community development in Asia, Africa, and Latin America for the United Nations Development Program, the United Nations Educational, Social and Cultural Organization, and the United States Agency for International Development, as well as for the Asia Foundation and World Education. After directing extension programs at the University of California, he joined the faculty of Teachers College in 1968 as professor of adult and continuing education. By that point, John Dewey's progressive education theory had formed the bedrock of Mezirow's thinking. He later said that the task he set himself was to analyze what that learning experience is that people have when they learn democracy. He had absorbed Thomas Kuhn's concept of paradigms, practices that define scientific thinking during particular periods of time. Paulo Freire's theorizing of critical consciousness of the world, and, in particular, Jürgen Habermas' theory of communicative action, which holds, among other things, that the different social sciences must coexist under one roof. In a dialogue aimed at emancipating human thinking, he had been influenced by Herbert Blumer, an interpretive sociologist who argued that people interpret reality on the basis of previously internalized socio-cultural symbols. And he had also read Transformations, a book by the psychiatrist Roger Gould, which argues that adults develop physiologically through a dismantling of the illusion of safety developed in childhood. All these influences crystallized for Mezirow during the early 1970s when his wife Eddie enrolled at Sarah Lawrence College to complete her undergraduate education. For both Mezirows, the experience was indeed transformative. Eddie Mezirow went on to serve as Director of Development for both the Alvin Ailey and Martha Graham Dance Companies and the new 42nd Street, New York City's project to renovate Times Square. Inspired by her experience, her husband undertook a massive study of women returning to community colleges in the United States, seeking to identify factors that characteristically impede or facilitate their learning. Mezirow and his team determined that most of the women had undergone a personal transformation and delineated series of phases of change that included a disorienting dilemma, a critical assessment of assumptions, explorations of options for new roles, and building confidence and self-confidence in new roles and relationships. Jack Mezirow will be remembered for many things, most specifically his passionate commitment to social justice and action.